everybody, and welcome back to the University of Idaho's esports scene. Tonight, I'm greeted with my lovely co-host, Shadow Figure, over here.
Howdy, howdy.
And we are going to the beginning of playoffs. Am I correct?
Yep, we are into the first round of playoffs.
Again, of University of Idaho versus Ohio Northern University, where we will determine how the beginning of playoffs is going to start. Am I correct in understanding it's single eliminations now, or is it double elimination?
Ooh, that would be a question for Hummus. I want to say it's single elimination.
That would make sense. We are kind of in the second half of the series. But based off some of the research we have seen, it looks like we are going to be in for a tough night tonight. If you want to go ahead and go into the information you're able to dig out about their team.
Yeah, so with the information that I was able to get, it was very, very limited information. I couldn't get a whole lot on the current roster, but we're looking at some very high rankings. We have one player on their team that has a consistent top 10,000 rank, at least in the past 2 years or so. A couple others that are champion or very close to champion. But again, I couldn't get a whole lot of information on each player. I only got about 3 different players or so.
I know trying to get all of the players' information isn't exactly super easy with the amount of information we have at present.
Yeah, I have to look at the roster and hope that
that it's what they list.
Yeah, their listed username is actually what they use on Rainbow Six, which I know people can change their names a lot. But yeah, so it's going to be very interesting with the ranks in question, I would say, yeah. Because I don't exactly know what their official lineup is. They have more than 5 players on their roster, so they could have some players I didn't find. But yeah,
including substitutes.
That
which
too,
could be
yeah.
very, very different ranks, as we've been dealing with anything from bronze to champions throughout the series thus far. So anything kind of goes at this point.
Yep, it could be anyone's game. It is. I mean, as always, I will say again, rank doesn't mean a whole lot in this game. It's more about teamwork and such. A team that will average on Emerald that works very well together will most likely beat a team of champions that do not work well together. So.
And we have seen exactly that happen before, because I don't believe are any of the Vandals?
Yes, I believe one of us are.
Because I know we went against that team that had 3 champions, and our team kind of annihilated them.
I want to say, oh gosh, who is it? Hold on, this is going to bother me, and so I'm going to find which one of our players.
I would assume it'd be Icy, but I could be mistaken.
I want to say it's Icy. It's either Icy or Man.
But I mean, regardless of the circumstance, this is to the point where no mistakes can be made, no more throwing, no more overconfidence, which is something we have seen the Vandals do very consistently, either for the bits or for the fun times. But this is going to be some exciting news and some exciting gameplay to see. We're kind of just waiting for the game to start at the moment, which should be happening any second now. As you go ahead and find out the player information. As usual, I'm assuming we're going to get the Monty ban initially starting off as well.
Oh, I highly anticipate it.
as we always do. I believe we just got a follow, so I greatly appreciate it. Love to see what it is, but this guy over here is taking over.
I can't see it. The One-Eye King.
Fantastic username. Love the reference.
I can't exactly see all that information. It would take me a little bit more time, because username spelling is always a question.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah, actually.
But it does sound like we are getting into it. Starting off with Cafe Dostoevsky, which
it is Aquino.
It's Aquino?
Yep.
That does make sense. Hopefully this isn't our map pick, but then again, we haven't played the same consistent map for 4 weeks. And they specifically said they do not like Cafe Dostoevsky. So I'm assuming first ban is going to be Monty. Ying, that's a new one.
I would honestly say I don't think Monty's going to be banned on this map because of just how open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the verticality of it. and how many angles there are makes it very easy to counter a Monty.
If that is the case, do you think they're gonna ban out Ram?
If I had to guess, I think it's going to be some of the hard breachers.
Like Fuse?
No.
Wait, no. I was thinking of Thermite. I don't know if I'm thinking of
Fuse is a very interesting choice here. I don't
I
think.
would like to know which side is our side, because either way, we have yet to see a ban phase start off quite like this. Like, Amira hasn't been banned yet, which is kind of crazy.
I would expect something like Cade. Fenrir can
Fenrir,
make sense.
Cade would also make sense because his gadget is so great for information.
Yeah, Cade, Ram, Bandit. I guess we're on defense, so I'm gonna say probably Cade or Bandit, or even Mira. Mira is always a safe bet for this.
Because Mira is just kind of all around a fantastic character, and it would be difficult to do with
Scopos. Okay.
Maybe one of the players from ONU.
I didn't
likes
know
Scopos.
Scopos was allowed in competitive play.
Scopos was played last week. Remember?
Oh yeah, I think we had this exact same conversation.
Oh look, that's why they didn't ban Mira. Icy immediately swapped to it.
Yep, we got a blitz coming in. Wait, what is that headgear?
That is biblically accurate angel headgear.
Okay, I'm gonna nerd out for a second. I thought that was a sunlight maggot from Dark Souls 1, and I thought that was the headgear, and I was like, oh my god, that is a perfect
to the
headpiece
sun.
Attackers need to
for
locate and
blitz.
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Taste the sun.
It looks like the Vandals will be starting off on defense. Their strong point, honestly, if they're able to get a solid lead here, able to win the entire pace of the first map. I don't know if we've been able to see any games from ONU, but to get this far, you kind of have to be good in both types. So,
Yeah, I believe in terms of standings, ONU is currently at the exact same standing as the Vandals. They lost one map.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh gosh, I forgot.
10
the
seconds
team.
I
remaining.
thought they lost 2 maps. I thought they were 5-2 and one was a concede.
5 seconds left.
I don't really count the concede wins, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's
Attackers'
5-2 and
objective
then
is
the
to
concede.
defuse a bomb.
Like, I'm not putting that in top of the score.
Oh, I thought from what I saw, they only lost one. I think I could be wrong though. I might be blind. I am famously imperceptive on that.
I know, I'm blind.
Okay, I am not recognizing some of these names. I know Spencer T, Ben Ambrose. I don't know King SC or Z-Bag. But it looks like we're going to have a split push, one coming in from the top ceiling and the others pushing through garage here, with maybe a side push from Bravo. Black Ice Blitz.
We already have a minute down, and it appears that they are starting to gain some traction within the building as they're slowly approaching site. I think they're going to really take use of verticality here as they try and secure some sort of foothold, and then just try and go for the blitz clear.
There's really not much else you can do in this situation. If you're not looking up, you will die in this map. Oh, okay, yeah, so they have lost 2. So they are... Oh, wait.
Against John JR6 and Uma.
Huh. And they're... Oh,
Sorry, they beat Uma. They lost.
okay.
But it looks like the game is already starting off strong as 3 people immediately get knocked down. Aquino being able to take down 2, while Chan, unfortunately, is picked off.
Aquino does not like Blitz, and we just saw that vicious
Very,
fight
very
right there.
clearly on display.
Yeah, and honestly, that is a valid reaction to seeing someone playing Blitz. I hate Blitz with a burning passion, just because he's annoying, and I usually die to him.
Counterpoint, Clash is worse.
Yeah. Counterpoint, they're both awful.
Look, just because one actually, I want to. It doesn't seem quite the top.
And I only say they're awful because I still just can't counter them very well.
Well, also, you play
because I'm-
Caveira. You have no rights.
Yeah, all right, buddy, all right.
And it looks like Ben is going to beat the gameplay against Icy, and Man is immediately going to avenge his fallen comrade. And now Bomb has been dropped, which means Vandals are in a very good position here, as long as they keep an eye on the team.
The 2v3 situation is still recoverable, but it is definitely not quite as advantageous as the Vandals might like it to be. We still have Aquino who's roaming down on first floor, preventing those stairs from being used. Might find the C4 here. Nope, but
It was close. It almost killed.
almost killing Spencer.
12 HP in a dream. Now, of
5
course, this
seconds.
can't even fight the Azami. Nope, because Marky gets a fantastic headshot on Spencer, and first round of the first map is given to the Vandals.
Yeah, that Azami is deadly in piano there. I think every single time the Vandals have played on Cafe, we have had a Azami in piano there. And they have always just created so many different barriers that no one can tell if they're in the room or not unless they drone out very thoroughly.
They turned it into a jungle of metal and walls for no one to be able to escape the skills of Azami.
Yes.
But I think something like this is going to very clearly demonstrate that ONU is not going to be able to hold back their punches, and I don't think they're going to take this just lying down.
Nope.
Attackers need to locate
And we
and
are
defuse
seeing the
bombs.
Thatcher Thermite combo coming out, and I think they're anticipating them to be in basement, or first floor, I should say, which they are going to be right on and are about to discover bomb. Oh, never mind. They
Go
just
for the
that
spawn
down.
peek.
There it is.
Go for the spawn peek, Akito. I know you can do it.
Camera in position.
Oh, he can do it,
Shield going
but he
out.
probably shouldn't.
Well, of course he shouldn't. Nobody's gonna do a spawn peek on a map of this caliber with the stakes on the line as they are.
Well, we saw it in Twitch Rivals, so
10 seconds left.
Well, true, but that was actually that's exactly the same circumstance.
5 seconds left.
You know what
before
you like to
insertion.
see Aquino on with his incredibly fast gameplay.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I can feel the desolation in your voice.
I just have a burning hatred for a handful of operators in this game. Clash, Blitz, and Warden. Mostly because everyone that I've met that
Not
plays
individual.
Warden is just very, very good at gunplay, and I will always die to them. And anytime I try to play them, I just suck so badly. So it's really an issue on my end more than anything else.
But I mean, R6 is not necessarily the game for casuals, at least as far as I'm aware. I know it is a very, very strong and very, very tough community.
At least at this point, yeah. The game has been out for 9 years, so people
That
have...
is what happens.
Yeah, they've really gone above and beyond in terms of skill level. The beginning curve isn't the worst. I know a couple of games that have a little bit of a higher skill curve for Honor, but
League of Legends.
no.
Device converted.
But yeah, it's not horrible. I'm getting a few of my friends into it.
This is what we're taking home.
True.
We're taking the dub.
Stay clear.
True.
How can you, in good conscience, say you're bringing your friends into R6?
Because we wanted a game that didn't. I would say like it allows us to work together as a team. They're not very much FPS people, so they're slowly learning. They're slowly learning, but they are learning.
It looks like Marky is gonna take down Barbaric Eric. That's a fantastic name. I love that. You go, Barbaric Eric.
Barbaric Eric. Ooh,
Oh,
very nice.
Another fantastic headshot leading to a double kill as Marky is completely almost a stone cold face upon his victims.
Now that this wall in Freezer is open, the Vandals are going to have to hold a couple of angles. Is that a 0? Oh no, it was a Nomad.
Looks like Ben is going to take down Marky. His double kill finally has been stopped, leaving a 3v4. Does not look very great for ONU as they are a little bit low on HP, especially with changing out another member of Ben Ambrosia, as well as Z-Bag. Spencer's going to take down Icy, and Chan is going to finish off their last remaining teammate.
Chan just full swinging right there.
I mean, yeah, he clearly had the confidence to do so. Don't mind that we're currently seeing round 4 on their computers.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I think that's the
Wait, that's
JV team.
yeah, that's the JV.
Yep.
So don't think that is the live part. They are the important. The ones we are currently streaming on the other side of that end.
Seems like some of our broadcasts didn't preload the stingers.
What's a stinger?
The stinger is a transition that we use to go in between scenes. So like, it's
Oh.
those like big UI symbols that
Tisk,
come through.
tisk, tisk.
Look, man, I'm on the broadcast team. This is my job. So
Then where are they?
Defenders protect your
over
bombs
there.
from being defused by attackers.
I don't see you over there.
yeah, because today I'm a shoutcaster.
You're slacking.
I am a man of many talents. None of
Speaking
them
is
I am
only
good
one
at.
of them. Ah, come on, someone's got to hype you
Attackers
up.
have discovered the location
Thanks.
of a bomb.
They are finding sight incredibly quickly, I must say.
Yeah, I think it's the anticipation of, okay, we know that they can't be upstairs, they can't be basement, so they're gonna be on first floor somewhere, which they are going to be in, I believe this is
10 seconds
library
left
and
before
dining
insertion.
room. I think that's what it's called. I'm a little
5
foggy on
seconds
exactly
left
the
before
names.
insertion.
I tend to not really look at that part unless someone is
Attackers are
actively
heading
making
out to defuse
call-outs.
a bomb.
So,
He's at the library.
yeah. So, in my group that I play with, 2 of them are colorblind. And they are both
Oh,
different
that's not-
kinds of colorblind.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help in a game like this.
And a lot of the call-outs are things like, oh, he's on red stairs, he's on green stairs, he's in red room.
What's green? Ah!
Literally, like, I will say he's on red stairs, and I'll just get like, what is green, dude? I don't know what it is. It's like, well, I don't have any other, like, descriptors to give you. He's on the stairs
Stair
that
1,
are
stair
green.
2, stair 3, stair 4, man.
So
Easy.
it's- I don't know. I don't know what to do, and I feel so bad about it. Because, like, I don't want to be a jerk about it.
How rude of you.
Yeah, it's like, so I'll say, like, the stairs to your left or
Oh,
something.
looks like Icy's going to take down King.
Ooh, the C4 kill.
It looks like Icy and Marky in particular are really getting these nasty surprise attacks off before.
Oh, that's, hold on.
sees
Who's on
it.
the shotgun there?
That's man.
Okay, he
recover
pulled
the
out
bomb
the SMG. That's a bit better, but just holding the shotgun right
UMP
there around the corner,
45.
that's a me tactic right there.
You're back in the trenches. Shotguns around every
What?
corner.
You can place a ram there?
Huh. I haven't seen that done before.
Ooh,
Oh,
the second
Aquino.
C4 kill.
It seems like after last week, the Shapes charges are being used way more often.
At least on this map, it's very handy to have
'Cause there's
because
so
of
many
all the
walls.
soft walls and
Yeah.
soft floors.
My device is ready.
But I think that has kicked out the entirety of ONU from the building itself. As such, it has been 2 minutes, and they're no longer even inside the building.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
but
just trying to
they're
find a
going
spot
for
to
it.
get in. There they go. They've dropped in on second hatch. They do see that mirror wall, and I think their location has been revealed.
That is why we don't like we don't like any of this. You can see the calm, collected nature in Icy's eye there through his hat.
Yes, you can see the gray of his cap instead of the white of his eye.
And Aquino's gonna take down Ben. Currently a 2v5. Circumstances not looking great. You know, is that another? Okay, looks like Spread's gonna take down Icy
Ooh.
and a man at the same time.
Vandals do still have the man advantage. No
15
pun intended.
seconds
Sorry,
left.
man. We're RIP. But they are going to be
10
fighting
seconds remaining.
for dominance on the first floor now, as they have gotten
Bomb diffuser has
it
been
down
dropped.
from second floor. It is going to be 1v1 now with 3 seconds on the clock. There we go, and that is
Operator,
round
you're out of
3 for the Vandals. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that says.
Well, I feel like I shouldn't say it on stream.
I'm really trying, but I think my brain is just tired to where I just can't
Don't worry,
read.
I'll write it like an actual human being, but that was almost a complete reversal of fate. I was not expecting the 2v5 to suddenly become a 1v1 with time being the deciding factor of that
Yeah.
turnout.
I mean, they fought tooth and nail for that top floor, and then they finally got down on the first floor, and they just did not have enough time left in the round. But I think if they weren't so pressed for time, I honestly think ONU would have won that round.
defenders. Protect your bombs from being
And
used by
we are
attackers.
now on a... Wait, no, right, it's best of 7.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not, they don't swap on round.
Yeah, look, man, I'm so used to regulars. You could.
You can read it now, can't you?
Yeah, I can, because it's actually written in decent handwriting. But I can't say anything because my handwriting is also chicken
How
scratch.
dare you insult my chicken scratch?
I can insult my chicken scratch all I want, but the moment I insult someone else's, suddenly I'm the blind one.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Were you not before, though?
No, that's right. I was.
Attackers are moving to defuse
Man
the
has
bomb.
worse eyesight than me, and I'm basically blind.
I'm blind over here.
I'm legally blind.
Okay, so hold on. ONU right there was expecting a spawn peek. We saw Blitz and Nomad peeking around the corner, aiming up at the windows, which someone... Okay, Chan went outside this
Chan
time.
trying to take Aquino's signature move of rushing out immediately and doing kooky stuff.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's better to keep their... ONU is right in doing that, because you never know if someone is ever actually going to respond. And it's better to be prepared and not have to deal with it than to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, I don't know if the ONU team has seen some of the tactics that the Vandals deploy.
Spawn peeking is not one of them. I think they've only ever
for
done it
Aquino it is.
once. Well, I think Aquino's only ever done it once.
He's done it a handful
Yeah.
of times.
How did he do it once last week?
He did it like 3 times on
Oh.
the same map.
Bag is going to take down Markey. I think this is the first round where Vandals didn't get the first blood.
That Blitz is chasing Chan.
I mean, that's kind of what you got to do. Blitz is a character where you run at a person and they will die.
Yeah. Oh, they got the
King taking
the
down
floor kill.
Aquino. Nice. Good. I like that. But it does appear that the Vandals are now in a tight position. 3v5, a minute and a half left on the clock. Plenty of time for them to get the information they need. However, the classic C4 drone is not going to exactly help them under these circumstances as Chan tries to take down Mav.
Ooh, this Blitz is going to be a big problem here.
Oh, but it looks like Man's going to get a double kill. Chan getting a triple. Barbaric Eric ending Man, making that 5v3 into a 2v2. Vandals do have a little bit of less health, though.
This is just going to be a battle of information at this
I'm
point.
sorry, Ben. Do you have to put 15 units off the walls? I'm sorry to hear that. And it looks like Ben is going to take down Chan. That shield has got to be so close to break, right?
It can't. Fun fact. It can't break.
Throw the C4. Kill him.
Attackers
End him. I know you have.
activating
I know you have it. Come on, Icy. You know how to use. You know how to use. But now it is a 2v1. Diffuser has been planted. Icy's kind of forced to make a move here. It looks like he's going to try and go for an unorthodox entryway. Well, I'm not sure how well that is going to suit him to be certain.
Yep.
Ah, he didn't check. The second he turned, Ben came around and just eviscerated his opponent.
Yeah, dropping down that hatch and playing from stairway, I respect it.
I
But
mean,
also
it's
that's
an-
annoying.
It's an unorthodox path. The surprise would be worthwhile, but it seems like they were prepared for that ahead of time.
Yeah. That Blitz is such a pain. And I have to give props because he plays it really well. He even got a kill with it this round. But that Blitz, oh boy, I hate it.
You just hate shield champions?
Yeah.
Good. Suffer. They will never leave. There will only be more added.
I really hope not. Like, I can deal with someone like a Fuse with a shield or
Attackers
something.
need to locate
Or like
and
Osa. I
defuse
can
as
deal
many
with
bombs as they
Osa.
can.
and
Don't
such.
worry. In about 6 years' time, there's going to be enough shield champions that both teams can kill 5 each.
Honestly, that would be really fun. I miss 5-man recruit. I really, really miss it.
The recruit rush.
Enjoy the view.
Yep.
Peak R6.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, because only one person can choose recruit, and it makes me very sad because he's honestly a really good operator. Just for the fact that he can bring 2 types of gadgets.
10
Or
seconds to
utility, I
insertion.
guess.
Yeah, the defensive tools he can take in combination can be useful
5
in
seconds
certain
left.
circumstances.
Yeah. He would honestly, I think he would be in the
Attackers are
meta
heading out to
if
defuse a
you
bomb.
allowed him to take 2 of the same kinds of gadgets. So like on defense, like allow him to bring like
Like 2 barbed wires.
yeah, like 2 barbed wire or 2 deployable shields, 2 sets of proximity mines. It'd be really useful.
A proximity mine and barbed wire combo though is pretty deadly.
Yeah. The barbed wire kind of already acts like a proximity mine because you can't just walk through it anymore.
Well, that is true. It used to be, oh look, it's a minor inconvenience. I'm just gonna go through it, but
Now it actually hurts you.
it's not like it's gonna kill you if you don't be careful around it.
Yeah, it'll take a decent chunk off your health, like probably 10 or 15 HP. What will
Kind of like a legion mine.
Yeah. Legion mines are considerably more deadly.
Because if you're in a terrible situation, you will not have time to do it. Otherwise, you.
Nope, it is the bane of a Monty as well. And Spencer taking out Aquino. Aquino, man, you're dying too quickly.
To be fair, that is kind of his role. He is an initiator upon the Vandals team. But
Yeah.
they're starting to lose at least a little bit of the lead that they were previously built up, which is difficult. Come on, come on. That is fantastic. I don't like Blitz, but you have to say it. He did play that very well.
Yeah.
Don't sound so depressed over there, Mr. Moby.
I'm reloading.
You know it's bad when I'm rooting for the Warden. Like, Warden is finally getting a good use out of his gadget, and that's to counter one of 2 operators. That's Ying and Blitz.
I mean, he's alright against Fenrir, dude.
Fenrir's a defensive operator.
Oh, you know what? That is absolutely true. They're good against their own teammate.
True. Shout out the teammates that throw a flashbang
Wow.
into my room for no reason whatsoever.
Interesting
Looking at
tactic.
you, Justin.
There's no Justin here. My co-host is going crazy.
And
don't-
this Blitz is going to be a problem.
I don't think the varsity team.
There we go.
Oh, look, we can actually see Icy this time.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Don't worry, my coach is only dying. It's alright. Okay, looks like that is
love
a knock.
allergies.
That leaves Icy versus Spencer here for control of the point.
It's all up to Icy.
Oh, come on.
Almost.
Oh, if he had taken. If he had been able to dodge one bullet in that spray.
Did they
he
trade on that kill, actually?
They traded on that kill. But since they had bomb planted and one person knocked.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'd be upset about those circumstances too.
I forgot that trading was even a thing in Rainbow Six, to be honest. So
It is a rather rare occurrence, so it does make sense.
Very. Like you have to, because all the guns
Oh,
in
Oryx
Rainbow
is-
Six
Oryx is
are
being pulled out.
big man coming through. Because all the guns and the way that Rainbow Six works is that it's a hit scan system. It's not an actual projectile.
Which
So-
means once the person who is fired dies, their projectile disappears.
Defenders
Yeah.
protect your
So
bombs
the
from being
fact
defused
that
by attackers.
they traded means they fired and hit each other at the exact same time.
With exactly enough damage for both of them to kill each other.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yep. Part of me kind of wishes that we had a projectile system instead, but I don't know.
Do
I
you
don't
really
know.
want to bring out a Junkrat?
Huh?
Overwatch terminology.
Oh, yeah, I don't know Overwatch, so that is not my forte. I almost said I'm not really one for hero shooters, but then Rainbow
R6.
Six is kind of a hero shooter now.
5 seconds to go.
It used to not be, but it is now.
I remember the good old
Attackers
days
are
of
heading out to defuse a
Rainbow
bomb.
Six where you could only play recruit, and recruit.
Ubisoft, Ubisoft, bring back 5-man recruit. Bring back legacy maps. Like, bring back Old House. New house, stinky. Don't like it. Bring back legacy house.
But it looks like
It does.
ONU, thank you very much. Appreciate the blank look into my empty soul there. It looks like ONU is going to take their time entering building. They do know where the bomb site is. They are kind of just camping out. I think they're going to wait until they can discover where one person's position is, take them out, and then slowly secure their lead.
Yep, they just have to fight a little bit just to get that 1 foothold into sight, and then they slowly expand through there, or they just die. That's typically how it goes. Is this blitz gonna drop through top area or skylight?
Just hear him yell, "I'm the juggernaut!" and then you bash through the joint.
The spectator cam does not like focusing on someone on a different floor.
Doesn't like barbaric.
So this is interesting. We have bomb on basement, but we're still playing top floor.
Maybe they're just trying to bluff.
Maybe. Ooh, the
there's
Vandals
the
are gonna be in a
charge.
bad spot here. Yep.
Yep, Chan going down to the breach charge fusion.
Actually, now that I think about it, can Oryx jump through those hatches? I don't
I mean,
know
that's
if he
his
can.
ability. Ooh, are you meaning the hatch on the roof?
Yeah.
He should be able to. That is his gadget. Well, yeah, I say gadget, but that's just his raw athletic
Attackers
skill.
drop the diffuser.
That was
Ooh,
a
a Kino.
fantastic rotation. And almost being able to take down the Blitz, too.
Attackers recover the
Oh, Blitz is rushing forward. Not
Oh, he
taking his
doesn't see
corners.
the other guy.
Marky, check your corners, my good man.
He got a little thirsty for that kill.
Then we have to Icy and Man to take down their overwhelming numbers.
Yeah, this blitz is just gonna be able to push in for free here.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice headshot to take down the Blitz.
attackers drop the
Gets the
bomb.
second one.
Oh.
Gets the third
Let's
and
go.
takes it home.
Between Icy and Man, that was a quadra kill. I think Icy taking 3 of them, but my lord, they were not prepared for that.
Yep. Once that blitz went home, it all fell apart.
Despite Marky's attempts of running down the stairs past 2 people and missing Blitz.
Well, he tried to kill the blitz, didn't get him in time, and then didn't chase him. Instead, turned around and ran the other way downstairs, but missed the
Missed
nomad
person
on the stairs.
Yeah.
Huh. It's just one of those unfortunate, just kind of passing where you don't quite see him. I think I saw like a knee in the peripheral, but he was probably too tunnel vision to see that.
Look, as a man with incredible skill in this game, I would have.
As a
I
man
would have
with
won.
incredible
Locate and
skill in
defuse
this
as many
game.
bombs as they
All me and my copper 2.
99 out of 100 universes, I win those. Just saying.
Welcome to the 100th universe.
Welcome to the rest of the 100 million.
Yes. 99 out of 100 million.
can. Attackers have located a bomb.
Ooh.
But it does look like a bomb site has been found. This will be the last round before the swap, but so far 2 to 4
Nope,
is not a bad place
we've
to
already
be.
swapped here.
Have we?
Yep, this is round 7.
10 seconds to insertion.
Ugh.
Yeah, they only swap the icons, they don't swap colors. So we are orange team.
Well, if that
Attackers
is the
are moving to
case,
defuse a bomb.
2 to 4, start of the swap is not exactly a bad place to be.
Oh no,
for
not at
the-
all.
For the start of the second half.
Yep, the Vandals only need, I believe, one more. No, it is first to 7. So they need 3 more wins for this.
Which means if they can stay strong, they could potentially secure an early lead before ONU is able to really put a strategy against their aggressive playstyle.
Yep. I want to know why it's best of 7 in this.
Maybe because the games, maybe since there's more matches. Because best of 3 to 13, that's potentially upwards of 39. Best of 7, or 3 out of 5, that's potentially up to 35. So it could be, for maximum potential, it could be roughly the same. And for minimum potential, it would still be the same.
I'm just wondering, like, why change the amount of rounds? Why not just keep it how it is in the standard game?
They want to go home. Believe it or not, trying to do this for 4 hours straight is not exactly an easy thing to do.
No, but like it's more rounds in the custom ones. It's best of 7 in this. It's best of 5 in everything else.
Shot by Marquis to take down a Ben. 4v5 currently. King is almost dead. So you're saying why is it 7 instead of 5?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying why was it 7 instead of 15? I was gonna be like,
Oh no, best of 13 in Rainbow would be insanity. I would not want to play that much Rainbow.
Donor Aquino, you were so close.
There goes Chan as he gets found by King.
Reloading ammo.
It is all just a whole lot of... Okay, someone's moving around. King is moving. Probably why he's getting the
Hey,
only...
production, could I
little
ask
kill.
for a favor? Could we do a little gamble, like, prediction thing to see who wins map 1? Would that be possible at this point in the point of the game, or would it have to be later? Can we do it on the start of the next map? Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I think from the...
Well, that is unfortunate on my end. I apologize.
The Valorant Invitational kind of drained the channel points economy.
10 seconds
Look,
left.
all I know is that Sam would want. Okay, looks like they are trying to plant. Will they kill him before he finishes? Oh, he's got it down. They're able to provide enough lane cover. It's a 2v2
much
over.
spam.
It's a 2v1 over plant. But Barbaric Eric is going to struggle as Icy finishes him off. That was a close round.
I'm still I'm still processing everything that happened. The only thing I saw on that was just flicking back and forth between angles, spamming that marksman rifle.
You're telling me you didn't see, oh, there's 8 seconds left, let's just throw everything out the window?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Like, I saw once that diffuser was down, things kind of went to
Insane
to that.
style.
Yeah. Well, we are 2-5 now. I'm still trying to figure out why they banned Fuse of all people.
I mean, Fuse is pretty good. The better question is, why do they ban Fuse instead of Jaeger?
We have a cav! Barbaric Eric, don't you dare.
We don't have a cav. They have a cav.
Barbaric, you better
Attackers need to
play
locate and
the
defuse
best
as many
cav
bombs as
of
they
your
can.
life here.
You better instantly die and prove that Kavera remains mean nothing in the
I
R6
will be
community.
perfectly happy if we lose to ONU because of a
No,
good cav.
no,
I will be
no,
perfectly happy.
No.
There need to be
I will get the spray bottle,
more
mister.
Cavera representation in
She's had
collegiate.
enough. She's had enough.
Nuh-uh.
She had 2 rounds. That's enough.
She had 2 rounds of nothing.
There was 2 rounds of Aquino rushing down and getting instantly killed.
10 seconds remaining.
I want more good cav players in here.
5
This
seconds
problem
left
is like
before
cav
insertion.
just does not work well with any other operator, sadly.
Attackers are moving
She is
out
very
to
much
locate a
solo
bomb and
queue.
defuse it.
Very much solo queue.
Did you know who's just better Kavera for team fights? Deimos.
Kind of.
Sorry, in a higher tier of play for team interaction, Deimos is just better Kavera.
Yeah, because like you just get the information of one player on each team.
And then you just work around that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can actively ping this person. This is where they are.
But if there's a character that I want to see with more representation, I want to see more gridlocks. Wow, King did not check his corners for a claymore. He got blown up.
All right, hold on, Cav. What is this angle?
It's the angle you would never ever suspect.
I think
Attackers have located a bomb.
Barbaric is just kind of waiting for his team to give him some kind of information. Because so far, I think all the Vandals are still outside at the moment. Yep, it looks like a good... Yep, I think quite literally all of them are outside still.
You would be correct. None of them have entered the building yet. And they've already picked off one. Ben is almost down. He is struggling with this gunfight. Oh, I don't think he can handle both angles.
Ooh.
As Chan and Marky both take one each, making it a 2v5.
Cav's coming up. We're gonna get a Cav ace. Hey, good luck.
What we love to see. Barbaric Eric almost taking himself down on those spike traps.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
And it
That-
looks like man is going to be brought
that-
back up.
Bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Peak R6 gameplay, am I right, Shadow for y'all?
I'm gonna cry.
And then immediate first flawless round of playoffs in round 8.
I have words. That was
Yeah, you want to say them?
I can't. That was the perfect opportunity as a Cav main to get so many kills. Instead, you pull out your shotgun and just whiff your entire mag. You down one, you don't throw a grenade to get the kill. Instead, you pull out your pistol and ADS, wasting so much time.
Look, sometimes you gotta spray and pray, man. Sometimes you just gotta spray and pray.
There was spraying, but there was no praying whatsoever.
God was clearly not in that fight, nor was he supporting anybody there. That was an act of.
It's
Rick!
We got the Rick skin coming in.
We got
Attackers need to
Morty,
locate and defuse
Morty.
bombs.
I need to take down the ace, Morty.
Morty, don't steal my ace.
Attackers have located a bomb.
100 rounds of R6, Morty. 100 rounds.
Nobody cares.
Double, triple overtime. we reverse sweep this. Don't you want to go into double, triple overtime?
Unless we're making some kind of record, no.
Most amount of rounds.
Like,
done without
don't waste
winning
my
a
time
match.
with second OT, third OT, unless you're going into like 7th, 8th, and 9th.
I wonder what the record for that is.
In Rainbow Six,
5 seconds left.
I want to say it's like 30-something rounds.
At that point, I would
In
just
CS,
FF
it's almost
and take
100.
a nap.
We can push forward so you can deploy. Activating jammer.
Why? Why would you subject yourself to that? Just win.
It was with a recent North American team. I think it was M80 and
us, actually.
production. Help me. What was the other team's name? Wasn't it like Psychotic or something? Or Exotic? Fnatic. Yeah, it was Fnatic. Fnatic and M80.
It is
There's
nothing like exotic.
CS. That CS match in map 1. They went into OT
100 games.
where it was like, I think it was like 80-something total rounds.
Ooh, I would not want to do that.
71 rounds. And that
Which,
is
for those of you who are not familiar with CS, that is the equivalent of playing 5 full maps of those.
Yep. Fun fact, it led to the first ever league-mandated P-break.
Look, because if each round is 5 minutes each, 5 times 71.
It's
3
not 5 minutes, it's like probably closer to 3.
3 minutes. 3 times 71, 200 and.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
It was a while.
That would be 3.5 hours on the same map, and they hadn't even gone to map 2 yet.
Yep.
Looks like the Dekebi phone call is coming out. Everyone getting the Amber Alerts. And it's going to allow Man to take down King as he tries to silence his phone. And Icy's going to take down Barbaric Eric.
So we got Chan playing Monty. Big fan of seeing Monty in
I
here.
think that's the first time he's been allowed to play.
Yeah, I think it is.
I can feel Chan just being so excited that he can finally play his main.
Yep.
Okay. Are we going to get another flawless round? No way.
And
we are going to get
there
another
it
flawless
is.
round, and that is going to secure map 1 in the Vandals' favor.
2 flawless in a row. You love to see it.
They're kind of cool, baby.
They kinda
Why is he
smooth,
wearing
baby.
Why is he wearing flannel pajama bottoms?
Because you gotta be comfy when you're taking dubs. I respect it.
You're saying he shouldn't be in iron manacles while he wins.
I wouldn't want to be in like what is he supposed to wear? Like a suit? Want him in like a suit?
Think about how crushed you would be if you lost to a gamer in a business suit.
I would respect it.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will be having a short bathroom break for the team members, but we're going to go over some replays to show just how fantastic the players were going on thus far. Now, something we are aware of is
Oh,
that
not this.
teams take...
No. Gosh dang it.
Don't you just love Blitz?
No.
I know I do.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
But something to be noted about this is we know for a fact that players tend to take time to ramp up. The Vandals themselves, they usually get going into their prime gameplay in map 2. So it could be that maybe ONU's also kind of slow to get into their shape. So map 2 could be completely different from map 1's precedence, but it will be the Vandals' turn to just pick map. So there's going to be a lot of different factors that are going to take place within the next couple minutes.
Yep, on map 2, it is a fresh start, and the warm-up, quote-unquote, the warm-up is over. Both teams technically do warm-up prior to
The
to
crushing
match,
has
but-
been commenced.
Yeah. So it is going to be very interesting. I don't know what map 2 is going to be. However, before we go into map 2, our players are currently taking a break, so we are also going to take a quick break. It'll be just a few minutes while our players come back and get readjusted for the next map. So don't go anywhere. Get some water.
We'll be right back.
We'll see you in a minute.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are about to start match 2, map 2, match 1. Map 2,
Take your
round
time.
1. And we're currently in the ban phase. It's going to be another Ying ban. You think they're going to follow the same ones as previously?
I don't know. This
I mean,
is
we are
on
on
border.
border, so
I think.
Monty
Yep, I
should-
was just about to say. I think it's going to be a blitz. So a blitz ban, a Ying ban. We are just going directly into it. I'm going to say Mira. That's what I'm going to say.
Fenrir.
Cade. Okay, Cade makes sense.
Cade makes sense. Cade makes
I don't think
sense.
we even saw a Cade that round.
No, Cade was not used at all.
Clash. Or a Legion.
The angry British woman. The urge to say something stupid is off the charts. Stupid.
It's taken a while to make their decision.
Are they contemplating? Do we
okay,
know?
Fenrir.
I was right. They did ban Fenrir.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't ban Monty. again,
I've been
though.
trying to play Fenrir more,
He's very useful.
and I finally figured out how to actually play him, and he's terrifying. And I fully understand why he gets banned every single round now.
Oh, we're getting. Oh, I thought we were getting Thatcher. Shame on you, Marky. I'll take Zofia. I'll take Zofia.
There we go. We got Thatcher. We got the Thatcher Thermite combo.
We got Thatcher Thermite Twitch. We got the triple T.
The trio.
Now it looks like the Vandals will start off on offense this time, so maybe we'll be able to see more demonstration of the defense skills of ONU here.
Perhaps.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
perchance,
defused by
mayhaps.
attackers.
Mayhaps.
But what sort of the strategies do you expect here? Do you think it's going to be the staple? Oh, we're going to go for locker and
That's
make
what I
sure
was
nobody
trying
goes
to
through it?
figure out. That's why I'm like very non-verbal at the moment, because I'm
I've never
thinking-
seen you be nonverbal. Come on.
I'm thinking they're doing the standard have Aruni punch a hole next to the
Attackers have located a bomb.
LSS softball so that they can look out onto
10
balcony.
seconds left before insertion.
This is interesting here.
That was
Barbed
an
wire
absurd amount of barbed wire
everywhere.
placed in a single room.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be going through there.
Attackers objective
No,
is
but
to
it looks like they
defuse the
are
bomb.
heavily expecting a balcony push. The walkway on the other side, I think, is what's going to really be punished here. Oh, what just happened there? Who got damaged? I think Z-Bag just took some damage there from something.
He accidentally stepped on a sharp rock. There was a Lego on the street.
Ah, understandable. I would personally just die. Yep.
The real
Marky
crazy part is the Lego
already
does some
inside
damage.
and holding an angle. I don't think the rest of. Oh, they didn't ban Monty. Oh, they're gonna be punished for that.
I know, right? I'm surprised they banned Monty. They didn't ban Monty over the Ying.
Yeah, I think it's because the other team didn't really have a reason to. They only saw Monty played once. I think that's going to be very important for this next thing, or for this current map, because Monty on this map is going to be very, very strong. Yep, that information there. And there goes Castle all the way down
Wow.
with 3 HP.
The second the ping happened, and then it does look like Marky is going to be able to finish off King. And it looks like Z-Bag is also going to be struggling with the Monty combo. I'm sorry,
Just
Bag.
dancing.
It's not going to be good for you. You're surrounded on all sides.
Yeah, he's just kind of dancing right now.
Yeah. But it does look like Ben is going to be able to take down Aquino. In exchange, we do have a bag. And it looks like Spencer's going to
Oh,
kill
we
their
got a
teammate
TK,
of
no.
Barbaric Eric.
What happened? One of them is down. It is all up to Spencer right now. It does not look good for ONU right now. Diffuser is getting placed down.
Does look like Icy's going to take down Ben. Spencer is by himself.
Ooh,
Spencer
takes
will
down
take
one.
Marky,
Activating
though.
bomb diffuser.
Do you think he's going to try and revive Bag?
I think he might attempt to, but I highly doubt it's going to
I'm
work. I
surprised
don't
Bag
know why
hasn't
Bag
been
is still
killed.
alive.
Yeah, like, they've kind of had all the opportunity in the world to either kill him or bring him back. Maybe they're trying to bait him, but it doesn't look good.
And he might get a team kill here. Oh, never mind.
That was just the natural loss of blood. He thinks the bait's gonna work.
There it is.
Man saw straight through the diversion.
Yeah, this Monty is going to be a real issue for ONU here. They're going to have to find some way to counter him, and I think this may lead to a legitimate pick of Tachanka being put in to counter that
The
Monty.
man, the myth, the legend.
Yes.
Sir Tachanka.
Almost a team ace on that last one.
Yeah, the only person who went down was Jan, right? Or am I crazy?
No, I mean,
Or do you mean like everyone got a kill?
yeah, almost everyone got a kill. I think the main reason that was denied is because of the team kill that happened, and also Monty was the only one that didn't get a kill, which is understandable
To be
because
fair,
Monty
you're Monty.
plays Monty. If Monty's getting kills, something is
Defenders,
wrong.
protect your bombs
If
from
Monty's
future
getting
suicide
kills,
attackers.
you're not playing Monty, you're playing Clash.
I think either that or you are just in the best position whatsoever. Very nice. Very proud of your drawing.
Wall fortified.
Doodle at best. No, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but
Laser gate deployed. Proximity alarm deployed.
I'm not gonna toot it.
Okay. At least he's honest.
Simple as. But
10 seconds
it
to
does.
insertion.
It doth appear so that the Vandals have already started off with first point
5 seconds
yet
remaining.
again.
It doth appear so.
Activating jammer.
Do you
Attackers
dare
must
mock
locate and defuse
the
the bomb.
rather verbose vernacular of a man such as my station, you plebeian?
The hell's a vernacular?
You talk funny.
Jammer ready to activate.
You speak funny words, Magic Man.
Loading mag.
I've got a delicate flower for you.
Just do it. Okay, casting R6, except you do it in an Old English style, like the vocabulary. Really funny.
I could pull that off.
I couldn't. I don't know nearly enough about Old English.
Oh, dude, I've watched so much Old English. It is a fascinating accent.
How do you watch Old English?
I realize there's Old English. That's a thing.
Not like people that are. I mean, like Old English.
Oh, you mean like 16th century English?
Yeah, like Old English.
I'd have
Like
to.
with
I'd have to. I'd have to
the
read up
these
on
and
it.
thys and doths.
I mean, I'm pretty familiar with like Shakespearean work, but that's not quite what you're asking for.
Yeah, just Shakespearean casting needs to be a thing. I would watch that.
My air jab.
Unfortunately,
The stars have fallen upon this graceful night, just like the man and the myth, the legend. I see. He shall forever be held within the bosom of
Prithee,
the
it
gods.
seems that the Buck is trying to kill Owen Maki.
Question.
Good heavens.
Eric, tell me, you heard a full clip of being dumped underneath your feet and you didn't move?
I think he was on cams.
Okay, that's kind of fair, but like... Oh, it looks like man will take down a bag as well, leaving...
Attackers have located a bomb.
Marky shouldn't have won
Okay,
that.
wait,
Can Marky get a quad here?
that should
No, he
not have
won't.
happened.
I agree, but a lot of things that are currently
Attackers are
happening shouldn't have
activating the bomb
happened.
diffuser.
And it looks like the fuser will be planted. Can Spencer win the 1v3 when a Monty can literally just walk up to him?
I think the Vandals are in a very good spot here with just the Monty in the defuse position. Oh my god, all the flashes.
I mean, it's better to use them.
There
And
we
Aquino's
go.
just like, ah, it's over.
He just threw all 3 flashbangs and hit him directly in the face with each one.
I hope they have good, I hope they have good vision insurance.
He's gonna need life insurance after that.
Actually, he doesn't need either of those. He lost his vision and his life.
True. I hope you didn't pay that deductible.
Look, if it's an American health insurance plan, he's getting raked over the coals anyway.
What country is Oryx actually supposed to be from? Isn't
I
it
think
like-
he's from the Middle East, but I could be mistaken.
Isn't he from? Look that up. Hold on, look that
Yeah, I
up.
can look up.
I want to
For
say
Oryx?
it's from. I know it's a Middle Eastern country. I want to say it's from like. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be horribly ignorant with it. So I
Attackers
don't
need to
know.
locate and
to
defuse
try.
as many
Make a
bombs
guess.
as they
Make a
can.
guess, man. Nobody will judge you. Don't worry.
I'm gonna say.
Laser gate in place.
I'll say Turkey.
Reinforcing wall.
Not how this stuff works.
Reloading.
So apparently Oryx is a type of animal. I didn't know that.
Yes, it is a type of ram.
I only learned that like recently.
Wall secured.
Laser gate armed.
Reload.
Laser gate in
10 seconds remaining.
Am I right?
And it will continue to kill you. His birthplace is
5 seconds
Azrak
remaining.
Zarkas, Jordan.
Jordan?
Attackers are moving out to
You
locate
know,
a
the
bomb
place
and
where the
defuse
shoes
it.
were made. I'm sorry. Can I take that back? Can I say psych? Can I say psych right now, please?
You know,
I don't think
that
would be
could go
possible.
one of two ways. One
I
of
think
you
it went
leads to
both.
no longer being a caster, so I'm going to assume it's the other one, and we're going to move on from this. Anyways.
reload.
I can't even defend myself.
Spencer, killing man.
Changing mag.
completely broke me with that statement.
Right out of left field.
There wasn't even a field.
So far out of left field, it went into a different country.
Which was apparently Jordan of them.
Fun be Jordan, yo.
Air trap infiltrated.
I think I broke myself.
I'm too tired for this. Ooh,
Oh,
this
we
could be a
do
problem.
like it. Shan stopping Spencer's mad rush.
Monty
as
just
he
got a
gets
double kill. What?
With 4 HP, by the way. Production's dying.
I have many things that I wish I could say about that. That was
Sam, don't worry, they won't watch the broadcast.
that. A Monty should never be able to do that, ever.
Counterpoint, Chan's is goated.
True, that he is.
Attackers have located a bomb.
He wasn't the Ram, but he is the goat.
Their firewall.
Bah.
Attackers bomb diffuser has
And
been
there goes
dropped.
Monty.
We love the impact right to the dome. The question is, can they pick him? It looks like they're going to use Dekebi's gadget, maybe by some time. Barbaric Eric is going to execute Chan, just like the Geneva Convention outlawed so long ago. And I think they'll take down Eric and
There we go.
King.
That was clean.
Honestly, the Monty part was probably the best part of it. The double kill of being slammed by Oryx.
Yep.
But that is what 03 round 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, we'll see how that turns out. Actually,
It's already turned out.
look, I haven't gotten a message from the director yet. I think as long as I stay tame for the rest of the stream, I might be okay.
Oh my gosh, but we're 0-3. We're doing good. We're headed into round 4.
If you guys don't see me on the next R6 stream, assume I have been assassinated.
Assume you've been. You're going to Denny's, buddy.
Attackers
I've
need
actually never been to
locate
Denny's. That
and
sounds
Oh,
like a
it's a
delightful treat.
wonderful place. Once
Are
you
we
go
going-
there, you never leave.
Are we going to Waffle House?
No, you're going to the Forever Denny's.
You're going in the Forever Box, where they have grand slams and bacon for days. You will never leave.
Grand Slams and Baconators.
Bomb located by attackers.
At the Forever Denny's, we got everything there.
The great Forever Denny's in the sky.
The great Forever Denny's in the sky.
I don't know if I should be intimidated by this conversation.
Don't worry, you'll know exactly what to feel later.
10 seconds to
What do you
insertion.
mean by that?
Device
Nothing
activated.
at all.
5
Which is what
seconds
you
left.
Please.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
No one can say it now. But it does
You
look.
are beyond safety.
It's currently 0-3 favor of Vandals. So far, it is going pretty well in our favor. If this ends up being a nice, quick victory, we could see match 3 within like the next 20-ish, maybe
I
25.
don't think we're gonna get a match.
Isn't it but 3 of 5?
Unless playoffs are different, I think it's just best of 3.
It'll sting a lot.
I don't think. Wow, that is a wonderful camera.
You like the ceiling light? I'm thankful this isn't on stream, but we sound like lunatics talking like this.
Yeah, we can see the broadcast side of things, and one of our cameras decided that the ceiling was very interesting all of a
You
sudden.
like fluorescent light bulbs?
They're not fluorescent, they're LED.
Are they actually?
Yeah, those are our LED lights.
Oh, that would explain why all of them change when we set the lab.
But currently, Vandals are at a
Got
disadvantage.
taken down.
We
Lost
are getting
Spencer
bandage
with him.
tracked.
And then Marky's just gonna go ahead and take Ben.
We can push forward.
I'm gonna give you a night story. I'm gonna take you down. Ben Ambrosia has been taken to the forever box.
Oh, we are seeing a Legion come in.
I mean, Legion has been played before, and it looks like King's gonna take down Marky. The question is, can the Legion actually stop?
Well, he is dead. So there is that.
We move carefully.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Oh, that tells you how great I am at my job.
I don't remember when he died, but I know it happened. So.
Doesn't matter when he died as long as he's dead.
Ooh, this is a nice angle.
Reinforcement device
What is
set.
this? Oh, there he is.
I was gonna say, actually, I won't go there. I've said enough bad things. Kenny, okay, Monty's gonna go in first.
Is he? Okay, he does see him.
That was the most non-aggressive towards a Monty that he could have possibly been.
Yeah, I mean, shooting
could
him
have
doesn't do
literally
anything.
Well, yeah, but there was like a solid 7 degrees of opportunity where he could have just gotten him.
Yeah. But that C4 still could be a big problem. Because if they go in there.
It'd be a shame if they forgot about it because he's literally behind it. But
Yeah,
I
now
guess
it
he's just
doesn't
not going to be
matter.
able to use it.
The
Okay,
bait.
and that's a double
The
knock as Men
bait.
gets a triple kill.
Oh my gosh. The Monty started diffusing, and that just baited everyone to start coming out of the woodwork.
Something I have noticed about this game. Their Kevlar vests do not apparently be a very good deterrent against bullets.
They get the first 2, but not the other 5.
They get 1 tap in the chest by like 3 guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, one of them is an
All 3.
anti-material rifle, but
Yeah.
look, if it's anti-material, just to stop being material. Duh.
You will be after you get hit by one.
Eviscerated, reduced
Ooh,
to
we're getting a
atoms.
Scopos in here. Okay,
I don't
they are
know
going
why.
like almost all traps.
Scopos kind of looked like a Gordon Ramsay photo there.
Kind
like
of,
the flame
yeah.
background.
Defenders,
Yeah,
protect your bombs
get that as a
from being
Netflix
defused by attackers.
Netflix poster.
Next season of Hell's Kitchen. Robots.
Here's a question: for next season, what do you think
Bomb
a good
located
operator
by
would be?
attackers.
A good operator idea?
Yeah. Who do you think the new what do you think the mechanic for the new operator is gonna be?
Okay. Now,
Or if you had to design one, what would it be?
if I had to design one, I'd want one of the characters to have a transformable gun as like a gadget where it could have like different attachments you can put on for different circumstances. Like maybe an electronic sensor
5 seconds left.
or like this will stop
Attacker's
this
objective
type
is
of
to
trap
defuse
if
a
you have
bomb.
to set up at a given moment. Just something like very versatile that can only work in a super small radius. Or just make it a person have a shotgun that can turn into a sniper.
Shotgun to sniper is crazy.
We'll call it the snipkin.
The snipkin?
The snipkin. Or would you prefer the shopper?
The shotper. Big fan of the shotper.
I'd personally call it the Shogun gun, but
The Shogun gun?
the Shogun gun.
The Shogun gun.
The Shogun gun.
New operator throws hook and hangs on any ceiling anywhere. Okay, so it's Batman. The new operator is just Batman.
and has basically Kavera's ability, but just fear.
It's
so the person
Batman.
doesn't have to be knocked.
You don't have a gun, you're just Batman, and you start beating up people.
Honestly, a full melee operator would be kind of cool.
The full, just some dude with like full plate armor.
Give
a
him
sword and
like
a shield.
bullet resistance.
What is happening? Another TK.
I think that was no, because it was Spencer that killed Barbaric Eric previously. So this has been 2 separate instances between 2 separate sets of players killing each other.
This is atrocious. ONU, what is happening here?
You want to know? I can tell you exactly what's happening. They saw the Monty approaching. They're like, I'll make your death painless. You won't have to deal with Monty. I'll take
it's
you
a
out.
better outcome than dealing with this.
And it does look like Man is gonna get revived.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Back to a 4v3 control of point as Chance like, this is my little space. And he's going to plant defuse. You think they're going to try and wallbang?
I don't think they can.
Attackers
I think
active.
that's not just reinforced.
Well,
Defenders
from
have
the
eyes
wall.
on the defuse. Attackers being protected.
They know the other one wants to stop
Everyone
the
is
wall.
going down, but
Let's
it is not going to be enough.
go. A fantastic team up between the Vandals. Absolutely eviscerating each opponent. Second after second.
3 or 4 kills right there.
In like 4 seconds.
Yeah. One detail I do wish was in there. Scopos doesn't have blood, obviously, because Scopos is playing 2 robots.
Yes.
I wish instead it was like oil or like hydraulic fluid or something that came out.
I want to see a soul leave his chest and confirm that Scopos is actually 2 people who were turned into robots. Just see like a white ghostly vapor travel upwards.
Nah.
No, you don't want to see that?
Because the lore behind Scopos is actually pretty cool. I was initially really skeptical about
Their story.
yeah, about like, okay, we're getting an operator in a wheelchair. What, like,
Two
if you can
robots.
pull it
Two-
off,
two
cool,
robots.
but there's not exactly an ADA in all of these maps. So, I think the way they did it was actually really cool. So, I'm perfectly
I
okay with
agree.
it now.
Bomb located
Scopos
by
has a lot of
attackers.
potential, and it's not like it's super broken having the 2 different sets of robots. They've made it so that it's actually pretty balanced.
Yeah, I think the most overpowered thing the most overpowered thing about her is the fact
Take your time.
that, yeah, Scopos is both robots have their own individual set of HP, and I think they also have their own individual set of utility.
Which means as long as you're careful,
5 seconds
you're
remaining.
basically 2 operators.
Yeah, so you can use it to like get out of a
Attackers'
situation really
objective is to
quickly,
defuse a bomb.
and then you're out scot-free. So if you don't get one tapped in the head, you're at like 3 health. You can just switch to the other bot, and you're fine. But yeah, other than that, she's a
Once
cool-
I
a great
understood
flanker.
the frailty of flesh, I craved the certainty of steel.
My creation. I understand the needs of the flesh. What?
The machine spirits call.
Yes, the toaster spirit calls.
Hey, Mars is a literal dragon, man. Come on. It does look like Spencer's gonna take down Marky, and it
Yeah.
looks like took down Spencer.
I think it was Aquino.
Kino being goaded as usual. It
Yeah.
seems like his more aggressive style has been more effective than has in matches past. Considering most of the times he runs up and people play slower than him, and he just ends up in the entirety of their entire squad.
Yeah. We are on the last. Oh wait, I didn't realize we have a clash in here.
Clash versus Monty, who's gonna win?
Clash.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're
Yeah. Just gonna say, Clash will almost always win that engagement with 2 people that know how to play their operators right. And Clash always sits right there where she's sitting.
Shoot through the wall. Shoot through the wall. No, he's there. Shoot him.
That's not a softball.
It's soft enough to throw explosives on it.
Yeah, you can make it soft by bombarding it with heavy explosives.
Say, I'm gonna lose my
Did you see the way that Jaeger fell to the bandit?
A fantastic double kill. And then Aquino's just gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of the round. I think it's currently 0-6. They've
It
yet
is
to lose a
currently
round.
06.
Are they? If they win the first in defense, like, it's over for them. It's
Yep.
just over.
We are now on attacking. It is match point, and match point with the Vandals up 1 map, and are most likely about to pick up their second.
You know, it would be a really good. You know, it'd be a really, really terrifying story for us. Would be a really cool one, nonetheless.
What?
What if they just complete reverse sweep here?
I would be very sad, and I would be more or less questioning the Vandals.
They
and what
have
they're
they
doing.
have the underdog buff, man. You gotta believe in them.
Yeah, everyone wants
Yo, look at the Monty skin.
to. Yo, they got the Monty Prime.
Oh
They basically just gave Monty an Optimus
Attackers
Prime
need to
skin.
locate and
Destroyed
defuse
the
bomb.
blasphemers. They are the
Towards
Decepticons.
the heretics. Also, I just realized this entire map has just been this site.
Yeah. I mean, it's unequivocally the best site.
Yeah, but they lost 6 times in a row, and they kept choosing the same site.
Yeah, and now the Vandals are going to choose it and win on it.
Yeah. But also, like, on ONU's side, why would they choose the same site every single time?
Throwing magnet.
Look, if it isn't broken, never fix it.
It was broken.
10
They were
seconds.
losing.
They couldn't get a repairman in. Do you know?
They are
do you
currently
know how hard it is
losing.
to get a repairman in this economy?
If you lost 6 times in a row, you got to question, okay, what's
Are
going
you
on?
gonna really be upset that it looks like we're gonna win playoffs?
No, I'm just saying I don't understand. I will happily take the win in a playoff. However,
Make it
the
interesting.
strategy is not making sense.
Look, if there's anything we have noticed for the past couple weeks, is that a lot of things don't make sense. They still somehow work.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially during the Texas A&M match.
Yeah, oh my gosh, don't even get me
Bomb
started on
located
that.
by attackers.
You're gonna get me started. Don't do it.
Oh,
Oh, and you got me started.
don't start that again.
Texas A&M. That was actually a really good match, to be honest. But like the things that happened that day.
We are already
No way.
Attackers are
They
active.
just gonna let that happen? And he almost escaped too.
They
He's
are
only knocked.
so lucky they got that off.
But
And
look,
I
they're
think
just gonna
they're
disable here. Like, what was the plan?
Disabled the bomb.
They're just like,
Defenders win.
I almost said a bad word. It was like, we're gonna go absolutely crazy and just rush them. Was that the idea?
If that Monty didn't get away, it would have been over.
That issue, because he would have just stood there with his shield out towards the door.
Yep.
And he's been like, oh, you want to do something? Huh? Go for
But-
it, I dare you.
With that, we have successfully won the first playoff matchup with a 2-0.
Yeah, it is rare to see us actually finish these matches this quickly.
My eyes.
Don't worry, it's not over yet. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Pocket lint.
But something that
Oh my gosh,
I
not
had-
this one. I hate everything about it. I'm very glad that we won that encounter, but we should not have won it. It's so many things wrong with it.
I mean, that is absolutely fair. But you have to also admit the Vandals are kind of playing fantastic tonight. I don't think
Oh,
they,
yeah.
I don't think they even had a warm-up period. They were just already there at what they needed to be. Chan and Icy were fantastic in terms of information gathering. Man was absolutely winning these like gunplay fights, and Aquino was just setting up plays. Like everyone was fulfilling their role to an incredible degree, and I just don't think Ohio University was ready for that.
Yeah, no, I think ONU just actually I'm gonna say the bands.
Those were
the bands were
questionable.
really struggling in terms of like logistics. We
Like-
banned the blitz because we realized blitz was a problem.
And he counters the strategy the Vandals have been using for like the past 2 months.
We also kept Monty in our back pocket, and we only brought Monty out at the very end of the on the first map.
And he's always been excommunicated because we know how much of an issue, specifically on Man, who is a Monty main.
Yep. So you give Monty a chance to play, and he goes ham because he never gets a chance to play, ever.
He must have been so excited, like, finally, for the first time in 4 months, I was able to play my character.
For the first time in the entire season, he's able to play his main.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the first set of maps that didn't have Monty banned in general through the entirety of the ECAC circuit.
Yeah, I would also not be surprised. But yeah, first win of the playoffs. That is very exciting. But that is all that we have for y'all tonight. We are... You have something to say?
Pointing at it.
What are you pointing at?
You know exactly what I'm pointing at.
Then take us into it.
Fine, you lazy
You
fuck.
are the host.
Oh, come on. We are going to exit off of the map. It has been great showing. But we'd like to thank our sponsor, Monster Energy, who helps sponsor the esports lab. They gave us fantastic supply, and it has been helping our players through everything. The students are always super thankful to have something like this. It keeps us through our day. It tastes fantastic, and we're always thankful for their sponsorship.
Agreed.
Making me reach over the table for that. How dare you?
Now...
And another sponsor we also have that keeps all of the internet around the campus in fantastic functioning order is Ziply Fiber, a fantastic internet service provider that keeps low rate plans through the entirety of Moscow. Their service is fantastic, their internet is great, and if you're a student, you get plans as low as $10 a month.
Shout
So,
out Ziply.
Absolutely, their services are fantastic. I know several students at the NCC who use it that are very happy with that.
Yep. But yeah, I think
that's everything.
That's about all that we have for y'all tonight. Are we streaming anything else tonight? Do we have Smash or anything?
We have a tentative maybe on Smash being streamed later tonight.
Yep.
But without the information currently at our disposal, we will say this. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you guys all for watching the playoffs. We will be continuing this next week, where hopefully we will continue to win again and again and again until we make it to finals. And in the meantime, are we going to do an interview? Fantastic. I did it last week. You're up.
What? Okay, hold on. No.
Shame. But it looks like we will be having an interview with one of the players here who can explain some of the thought process of what was happening on tonight. Yeah. You were going to take this. That's it? Okay. Try not to ruin my jacket. So, you want to give a short introduction of yourself here?
Yeah, I'm Chan. I'm the captain of the team. So, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you guys feel going into today's matchup? I know this is the beginning of the playoffs for you.
Yeah, you know, last week was a little rough, and all of us have like not really been enjoying the game because we've been playing so much. So we took like a week. We didn't really play. We played a lot of Rust this week. Like we just were hanging out.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that's the relaxation you want is
yeah.
Rust.
So yeah, we just kind of took a small break, and it definitely helped. Like our mental was a lot better today. I mean, obviously it showed. We weren't.
You guys were absolutely crushing it
Yeah,
tonight. I don't think OVN really, ONU really stood a chance against you guys.
And it never felt, like they did. We were all playing like super good.
So going into this, were you guys expecting a tough fight? I know ONU has a 5-2 record leading
Yeah.
up into playoffs, which I know you guys are also 5-2.
Oh, one loss. We only have the one loss.
The one loss?
Week, yeah.
So you guys would have been 6-1.
Yeah.
As such, you guys have comparable scores, but it seems based up tonight that the skill level clearly is different between the two of you.
Yeah. We're obviously a lot better of a team than like even our rank show. We
You guys' rank show a lot.
No, but like, when we consistently play like a lot of top players, especially when we queue ranked, and so like when we go against players like this who obviously they're not the same like skill level, it definitely is it feels a lot easier. So they just didn't stand a chance really.
What were some of the things you guys noticed mid-game? Because I know you guys swapped your strategy approximately the beginning of map 2.
Yeah. So Cafe, it went about how we wanted. We got our split, and then like we were on.
And that wasn't your guys' map choice,
no,
right?
it wasn't. We do have Cafe. It's none of us really like it, but we do have. Our
We
good
have been
strats.
told for reference, we've been told on 3 separate weeks that they have different main maps, and we can never get a straight answer.
Yeah. Well, so
I know you guys like Border, though.
Yeah, we've been maining Border and Labs, not Haven Labs, if we can. But yeah, we we just kind of came on. It was good to like warm up on Cafe. We definitely we didn't play as solid, so it was good for us to get the kinks out. Like we lost like 2 defense rounds, and then we closed it out.
Oh, so you guys were warming up, and it was still that much of a.
Yeah. And then when we hit Border, it wasn't even. Yeah. So.
How did it feel to finally get a Monty through for a
dude,
game?
Okay.
I know you guys were so excited for that to finally happen.
Were because I'm our Monty main, and so it sucks every week when Monty gets banned because
I feel you, dude.
I know
I
last
feel you.
week they definitely watched the stream and they saw how we play, and so it was kind of like they're getting rid of my op, but it felt so good to finally get a run 'em, and obviously every
Dude.
round was a success. So.
You were absolutely just a menace on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And something I have to tell you, because I don't know if you'll watch the stream, but specifically Shadow Figure, while watching, when you got the double as Monty with the pistol, when you got charged by
dude,
Oryx,
yeah.
he was so upset that worked.
Yeah, dude, it was should not have worked, but luckily Kino set me up with a good air jab.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Your guys' teamwork was on point on Border.
Oh yeah, this is honestly one of the better games that we've played this season, and it showed. It felt good too.
Do you guys think you'll be able to continue this momentum forward through the rest of the playoffs?
Yeah, so next week we if Penn State wins or Penn State Barron or whatever, so we'll play them again. And that was
And
the team we lost to.
That was the team you lost to, so it'll be the revenge match, the one
Yeah.
that we predicted approximately 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks.
No, it was last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
Time flies by way too fast.
But yeah, so it's gonna be best of 5. So we're definitely this week gonna be practicing because 5 games. If it goes 5 games, then I think it definitely could. I mean,
That's
it's
going to be a
lot.
long time.
Yeah, it's a
You
lot
guys
of
better bring some
siege.
food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we just got to be ready for it.
Well, are there any other notes you want to talk about or any other points of the game that you're interested in explaining to the audience?
We just played really methodical Siege today, and this is the Siege that we've been striving to play, and it felt insanely good. Especially like when we're all starting to mesh together. Because it takes a while to build team comp, and luckily we have 4 of us returning from last season, so it's just nice to be able to have our mesh finally starting to become one solid unit.
You guys were working. Yeah, you guys were basically working in the same hive mind. It was very
Yeah.
impressive to see. I could never pull anything like that.
Yeah, we're playing super coordinated right now, and it's been nice.
And if you guys can keep this up, I will be broadcasting your guys' final match.
Nice.
So I'll be looking forward to it.
yeah.
It's a pleasure to see you onto
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah,
Hopefully
thank
get
you.
another interview
Yeah,
in,
hopefully,
within
yeah.
the next couple of matches. If you want to say goodbye to the audience?
Yeah, bye, and shout out to my homie Mikey. He's been teaching me the Monty plays, so shout out to him for getting us that Monty. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Okay. Well then, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate the support and the attention. We will be continuing to stream this next week. We might have some more Smash later tonight. That'll be announced through our socials. So if you want to keep things going, go follow those, and we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
Enjoy your guys' night.
Sweet.